So we're going to start at the Amazon.com website, and we're going to point to Shop by Department. That's going to bring this drop-down menu. We're going to then point to, without clicking, on Books and Audible. And then over on the right, we're going to select, and here we are going to click on Kindle Books. And so by default, we're going to land on this screen. There's a lot going on here, but the important part I want you to concentrate on is over here on the left where it says Popular Features. And we're going to select Kindle Bestsellers. Now we're looking at the grouping of Kindle books based on how well they're selling. So this is the top 100 best-selling Kindle books just in general. And there's a lot of information that you can get from here, but right now what we want to concentrate on is the inspiration for what we're going to be writing. So you can see that this is the first 20 and that I can scroll all the way up to 100. You can also see, or you might also notice, that most of this is fiction. But if you get down, I think maybe the next level, you'll start to see some, like The Big House. I know that that's nonfiction. This is all fiction mostly. Somewhere in here we'll start to get to some exercise and some diet books, because this is just in general the top 100 best-selling Kindle books. Like I said, I prefer to write nonfiction, so what I generally do when I'm looking for inspiration is I drill down through the Kindle ebooks categories. When you're in the bestseller section of the website and you select a category, you're actually going to get the top 100 best-selling books in that category. So I'm going to go right to nonfiction. And what I'm going to come to are the books that are nonfiction that are the top 100. Now, I'll be quite frank with you. I am not a historian. I don't enjoy researching and writing about historical facts. I prefer the self-help type of nonfiction books. So something like Unbroken, a World War II story, ... That's not going to be very inspirational to me. But this book right here, Ask More, Get More, How to Earn More, that's something that I would look into. The other thing I want to point out to you right now, for me personally, I'm in nonfiction. I can choose self-help. I can choose the self-help category within nonfiction and then view the top 100 best-selling nonfiction self-help books. Can you hear that thunder in the background? That's crazy, right? This is what I'm talking about. This is what will inspire me. So generally what I do here is I start to write down titles and I start to write down authors' names, because I want to come back and there are some other things that we need to research. There are some other things that I might do to inspire me. But this is what works really, really well for me. I'm going to go back up here to Kindle eBooks, and I'm going to show you, if you're writing a fiction book, you can do the same thing. If you're writing a fiction book that is a mystery thriller, and suspense, you can take a look at the authors and the types of books that are popular. For instance, James Patterson, Janet Ivanovich, Dean Koontz. Those are very popular authors. They have a very specific voice when they write. So knowing that they're in the top 100 right now gives you a good idea of the type of literature that people are buying. So what I want you to do is I'd like you to look for the type of book that you'd like to write, and I'd like you to scroll through the books that are currently in the top 100 paid categories, the paid books, and I'd like you to write down at least 10 to 15 titles and the authors of those books that you think you could have written, or that you'd be interested in writing, or you'd at least be interested in finding out more about the topic to see if it's something you might want to write about. All right, until next time, I will talk to you then, and this has been an email tutorial from Write Books for Kindle.